Hello, my fellow Nigerians in Yorkshire, families, students, and businesses, and other community groups and ethnic groups. And would like to say thank you very much for everybody that has been listening to our broadcast, our updates on Telegram and WhatsApp, our social media, and all our sponsors and funding organizations that have been supporting us. So, um, I have an update on the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network food share program. And this update is actually particularly um, with the food we distribute to family, students living in Leeds, living all over Yorkshire. And we've been trying to distribute food to most of the universities in Yorkshire. So I know that we give a lot of food to Leeds Becker students. We give food to Sheffield Hallam students. We give free food parcel to Bradford universities, York, and some of the students in the past from Hull University have received food, and other universities as well. And we've given food to families, and we continue to do that. Our food share continue to grow stronger. We're trying to make partnership with different organizations, universities, and etc. So the first partnership where we have now tried to make with the first university is with the University of Bradford. So this update is for the students, Nigerian students, international students that are currently in the University of Bradford. And this week, I had a meeting with the student services, and that is the student services manager, Sarah Jones, and the student life project coordinator for student life team, Rifat Basha. And I think they were very interested in the way we come down to Student Cloud Home to support students, not only Nigerians, all other race. So we come down there to distribute food for anybody. It doesn't matter whatever religion or race you're from. We're only here to support students. And we have lots of students from Nigeria, majorly from other areas, from India, from Pakistan, even from Chinese, etc. All of them. So everybody. And they were very impressed, and they really wanted us to say thank you to the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network. I've had a very lengthy chat with Sarah Jones, their student service manager, and Rifat. So we now decided to have a meeting on theme. So we had a meeting on this Tuesday, and so what they were saying was they were very happy and they were very encouraged the way the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network Group in Leeds have been supporting their students in University of Bradford, and they want to see how we can collaborate, how we can partnership, to see how we can come together so that we can have that strong force to support students. Even to the extent I was telling them in the meeting that if I can have a medium to speak to, the government to say, how can we extend supporting students with the cost of living, because students are struggling, not only in Bradford, but in Leeds, in Sheffield Hallam, York, Hull, and any other university. So Huddersfield as well. So again, this is the first partnership we're doing for the Bradford University. And I hope that other universities that are listening to this message can contact us to see how we can help students in their university. Not only Nigerians, not only India, not only Pakistan, not only Romanians or Czechoslovakia, but majorly students. Students are really struggling, and we're appealing to the government, to all the councils in Yorkshire, whether you're Leeds City Council, Bradford Council, or Sheffield, or York, or Huddersfield, or we're appealing to all of you. We can work with you to see how we can support these students. Students are supporting. They're really going through hard time, financial hard time. After having a pressure of trying to pay their school fees around 15,000 to 18,000 to 20,000 or more. At least the least we can do from a cost of living side of things is to help students. So we're appealing to the central government, to the local council, to see how we can work together. You can give us a call. Our email is admin@nycn.org.uk. or you can go onto our website, www.nycn.org.uk. So, and our social media is there. My name is Mr. J. Skolaole. I'm the founder and the president, and we will always be here to support students. We do not only support families or asylum seekers or refugees, we try to support students, and we are really doing better in what we're doing. Our food share program continues to grow more. So I will give you an update about the meeting. In the meeting, we talked about some aspects. We talked about student support fund. And in this meeting, that was when I was able to understand the opportunities that is open to international students that are struggling financially. So, for example, this is the letter that was sent to us, and I will read it to you then. So we talked about the student support fund. We talked about the food pantry. So on the student support, they said, "Dear Jace, it was nice to meet you earlier this week, and thanks again for the great work you are doing for the community and our student life in the University of Bradford. I have attached the details of the food pantry and student support fund that we spoke about in our meeting." So the student support fund, it's kind of a fund that I think the University of Bradford, so if I continue the letter, they said the university is aware that many students are struggling with the cost of living, and if you're currently struggling financially, that is you students, if you're currently struggling financially, you may be able to receive a non-repayable financial support from our student support fund. That is the SSF fund. The student support fund can provide non-repayable grant to help students with essential living costs and act as a safety net if you are in financial difficulties. And it's very important we underline that. Only if you are in financial difficulties. And there is always an assessment they will do. They will go through your documents. And I want to appeal to everybody. Everybody should be honest. If you apply for this and you get caught that you're lying or whatever, you will get prosecuted. It's as simple as that. They might eject you from the university. It's simple. So to continue the letter, they now said, the student support fund cannot help you to pay your tuition fee. It's not everybody that you start calling them that they should help you to pay your student tuition fee. It's not for student tuition fee. Your own is to pay your own student tuition fee, but this one is to help you with either if you can't pay your accommodation or if you're struggling to feed, etc. And all those documents will go through. So to continue with, they said the maximum award available is £3,000, but this amount is usually only awarded in exceptional circumstances. The maximum they can award a student, it can be up to £3,000, but only in exceptional circumstances and after they have reviewed all your assessment, all your documents, once you apply. Typically, we support students for a 1-month period to support them to identify ways they can improve their financial situation. So they can give you a one-time support in a month, and that can be that £3,000. It's not that you collect £3,000 this month and you start asking for another. They've given you the opportunity that they want to help you if you're in financial situation, only if you're in financial difficulties, and there's no way you can lie about it. It's simple. I always thought direct. That is me. So to apply, you need to complete an application form and provide supporting evidence of your situation and finances so that we can carry out an assessment of your income and expenditure. You can apply for the fund at this link. I will be putting the link at the bottom of this video so that once you click the link, you fill it in, you submit. If the students have any inquiries, please email money@bradford.ac.uk. That is what I'll say. So with regards to coming up with the food, so that is about food. So if you're in financial situation, financial struggle, please, and you're honest, remember that you're going to be filling in the link in this. I will put it under this video. Then they will tell you to explain your situation. They will tell you to attach some documents, your bank statement, other documents, etc. And once you submit, they will now get in touch with you. They will now call you for an interview or speak to you on the phone, and they will do an assessment. If you qualified for the assessment, you will get your 3,000 or you will get an amount. You do not necessarily will be getting 3,000. They might assess person number A now. They might say, oh, well, they're going to give 200, they're going to give 500, etc. So that is it anyway. So that is, we discussed about the student fund, and I know that this will really help a lot of students in Bradford. This is only applicable to students in Bradford, though, not any other student. I don't know, maybe your university will come up with that. So, but if your university have all those things, they will be able to tell you, they can contact us, okay? So that is about the student support fund, which you can have a maximum of £3,000 once, okay? Thank you. So I'm going to move on to the next one. The next discussion we had was that, do you know that there is a food pantry? Like there is always a way where you can go in the university to collect food. So this is the flyer. There's a food pantry, as you can see. Food pantry. And so even in addition of the food we give out, you can always go to this food pantry anytime. You don't need to book an appointment, and you'll be able to collect food. So let me read this to you. Food pantry, essential food support available for students. This is it. The University of Bradford Food Pantry is available to provide students with essential food and toiletries to help with the increase in the cost of living. The food pantry is open on Monday to Friday between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in room 01.10. In room 01.10 Student Central. No need to book. Just drop in and speak to a member of the food pantry team. That's it. My people, I'm speaking to our Nigerian people now. I know. Please, don't go there 1 minute before or 1 minute after. Go there from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in room 01.10 Student Central. Please, we want everybody to behave, because having this meeting, we went through different types of conditions. So you have an opportunity. If you're going through a time, I think the University of Bradford has come up with this cost of living, how they can support students. They can support students with the SSF fund, which is the student support fund, or you can always go to the food pantry, basically, to go and collect food between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in room 01.10 Student Central. Please, we want everybody to adhere to all these instructions, And remember that the food pantry is not only for Nigerians, though. It's for everybody. It's for international students. So these two activities I've talked about, topics, is Student Support Fund. Student Support Fund, which is you can get a maximum of 3,000. It doesn't mean that you get 3,000. I've told you, you can get 100, you can get £50, you can get 200. They will assess your situation. But in exceptional circumstances, if your financial situation is extreme, you might end up getting £3,000. That is not down to me. I'm not involved in the assessment. Please, nobody should call me. I beg you. Nobody should call me. If you want to call, I've put their contact there about the Student Support Fund. Their email is money@bradford.ac.uk. Their number here is 01274 236 504. Student Life Team Department. Please do not call us. Don't send me a message, because I will not respond. This is the contact you need to respond. If you have listened to these messages, please, and I will put the details, a bullet point details here. So this message about the cost of living is for the student, international student for the University of Bradford. And we have come together as a partnership, as a collaboration, to continue to help. Our organization, Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network, will continue to bring food to students' cloud home. And I'm even making an arrangement for them to see where I can bring the food. They're going to provide a place for me at the middle of the university where I can bring the food, rather than using the student cloud home, so that every student, including Nigerians, can come to us and etc. We'll be able to give so. So we're trying to sort out a very comfortable place, rather than distributing food on the road, so that we can distribute food to students. And finally, I would like to use this medium to appeal to all universities in Yorkshire. I believe that other universities can come up with the same idea. They can come up with how to support international students. They can come up with having an additional food pantry where students can come through if they're going through hard time to come and collect food. The University of Bradford has done a very good job, and this is why they contacted us, and this is why we're working with them. So we expect other universities in Yorkshire, like Leeds, like Huddersfield, like Sheffield Hallam, like York, like Hull, like Bradford. Now this is for Bradford. Please come up with the same idea. Where we have all these international students that are paying lots of money to come to your university. The least you can do is for you to support them with some student support fund. The Bradford University have now successfully started that program, and I would like to thank the stakeholders, the chancellor, all the executive of the University of Bradford for bringing this scheme, the student support fund and the food pantry. This will really go a long way for the students, international students in University of Bradford, and we hope that other universities can follow suit. So finally, this is my last message to say, let's continue to support our students, our families who are going through hard time. The University of Bradford have launched their own now. They're going to be accessing students who applies for student support funds, which is have a maximum of £3,000, and they have a food pantry where students who are going through hard time, financial struggle, can come and collect food, within. So we expect other universities in Yorkshire, even universities in the whole of UK, to follow suit. These students are our leaders of tomorrow. And if you don't support them, and they pay huge amount of tuition fee to your university, and you cannot give anything back, and that is, I don't know what to call that, but this is to say that we, the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network, will continue to support students with food on our own side, and we'll continue to collaborate. And we'd like to thank every sponsor that have contributed to our food share program. I want you to remember, if you're one of our funders or sponsor, that the food is getting to the right place, to the right family, and to the right student. And I say thank you to everybody on behalf of our committee and executive and our stakeholders. So this is the end of this message for our update for the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network food share program. If you want to get in touch with us, please send us an email at admin@nycn.org.uk or at welfare@nycn.org.uk. Thank you very much. More update to come soon, and we'll speak soon again. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.